Hey folks, how are we? What's going on? This is I should be ashamed with Sam Schmidt for June the 13th of 2023 061323 baby. What's up, people? How are we? I gotta tell you, I'm less than ideal today. Out and down and out with a headache, so I'm not gonna lie. This episode might get done in like four or five different just like small parts that I ended up stitching together later because I don't feel awesome. So yeah, there's a good chance that's what's gonna end up happening. Yeah, man, how are you? How was your weekend, man? Mine was interesting. I told you I would have stories for you guys, and oh yeah, I kind of do. You're fine. I think the most important thing for right now though is just that we're out here big chilling. I'm ashamed I don't have a better podcast episode for you today. I'm really not feeling up to snuff, as the kids say. I don't know if the kids say that, but that's what I say. Not feeling up to snuff, but that's okay. We're still gonna we're still gonna make this happen. I just misspelled something like a dum dum. It's all right. I figured it out. We're all good. And but yeah, today we're gonna be doing some fun stuff. We're gonna be doing some we're gonna be talking about some fun stuff today, dude. For sure. We're gonna talk about the weekend that was. Absolutely. We're gonna talk weekends. We are gonna talk Conor McGregor versus the Miami Heat mascot. We are gonna talk AP oddities, as we tend to do. And we're gonna cover what's going on this week, which I don't know how fascinating it is, but it is a thing that's happening this week. But yeah, man, let's get into what's been going on. So on Thursday, excuse me, on Thursday, I recorded this podcast. All right, then I headed up into San Jose, met up with the shout out PX, the homie, and then we went mic hopping. We went down to the Cat's mic, which is a new one being done down in Los Gatos, being done by PX and Leslie Lang. That's one's solid. It was a solid little spot for it. I kind of dug it. Excuse me, I'm tired. I've been resting all day because of this headache. Anyhow, the oh man, not that Family Guy. I muted you for a reason. I've literally just been watching Family Guy for the last fucking, I don't know, while. Last few days at least, I've just been heavy into what. Since I went down with this headache, basically, I've just been watching like last night and today. It's just been Family Guy on in the background. Old episodes started in like season two, and I've just been letting it play. And I think I'm up to like season five or whatever. That's not the point of any of this, is it? On that, but yeah, after Thursday, we went to after going to the Cats, went over to My Gypsy Soul, got in a quickie there. It was terrible. That was terrible all day Thursday. I didn't do anything good Thursday. It was bad. And then Friday was the day we were going to talk about. All right, so I'm going to spend a few minutes on this. So on Friday, I went with a couple of comics that I would usually never hang with. And I think that's always a good thing. There's something very valuable about spending time around people you generally wouldn't, I think. So because of this, the thing that I was continuing to anyways, Sorry, totally sidetracked. Yeah, so we went, so we're hanging out with people that we normally do, but it was sick. I was hanging out with Priscilla Torres, who have seen done not like a lot of stuff, but like been to her mic before. And then David Berkowitz, I believe. Yeah, anyways. We were we went out to a mic in fucking Corralitos, dog. I know apparently it was one that him and the boy Faco and maybe Kyle Hope they used to hit it back in the day. And this is like a mountain town up on the west side of the fucking coastal range right here in California. Hey, what are the Sierra Californias? I don't know, let's figure it out. This is the part of the podcast where Sam looks dumb stuff up. Hey, California mountain ranges. Let's just look at a map that shows me the different ranges. Oh, it literally is the coastal mountains. Yeah, it literally is. The Sierra Nevadas to the right, to the east, I should say. What I think is very interesting is that it's like the Cascades down on like the or down at the northeast. The Klamath Mountains are in the northwest. The coastal mountains are on the west, almost all the way down until like San Lucas, San Luis Obispo, San Luis Obispo. I don't fucking know. And you got the whole valley. And yeah, man, I'm done. Where I'm down here, we got them. It's the coastal mountains. I was right. Look at me. Nailed it. All right. Anyhow, Southern Coast Range. That was a Southern Coast Range. Anyway, that was a long way to get to a point. I was right though. They're officially called the Southern Coast Range. But yeah, man, it was way out there. We went out there and we were I don't want to say like we were crazy deep out there in it, but like we kind of low key were. Like we drove all the fucking back ways, went up through Watsonville, back up in there, dude. And when I tell you it was a hippie commune of Mike, it was a hippie commune of a motherfucking Mike, dude. I'm telling you, it was just like it was like this very, it wasn't a trailer, but it kind of looked like it was building. One half of it was like their public meeting space slash stage area. And behind that, they had the library, like the town library. Inside of that, there was like a park, dude. Apparently, though, and I gotta watch it. I haven't done it, but I should have for the podcast. There's a PBS documentary about this spot. Anyways, ordinarily it's a musician sort of deal, but occasionally comics will come through, and David's been there before, so he took us up and showed us the spot. It's great though because you got like a whole bunch of people outside smoking and a whole bunch of people like with their tie-dye shirts, like old dudes out there with their tie-dye shirts. And of course they got like the big ass America flag, but like they also have like all the other shit too. Like they're covering all the ground, dude. I love some patriotic hippies, dude. Patriotic hippies are the shit. It's one of my favorite subgroups of people are patriotic hippies, dude. I'm so pro patriotic hippie, you have no idea. I love that particular group of individuals so much, dude. Make me so happy. But anyways, we were up in Corlitos at this mic. I'm gonna be like saying what wild thing happened you gonna talk about? Well, none of it, dude. But I just want to explain what we were doing. It was crazy. It wasn't crazy, but it was like it was very different. It was just like a bunch of people sitting there with their instruments. It was like country ass mamakin. If that makes sense. No, it makes no sense. No one knows what I'm talking about, but that's okay. It was the vibe though, dude. And it was so fucking funny. there was like this teen, I'm assuming teenager, who performed, and her mom like let her out. Not let her out, but like she was there with her mom, so it's like, oh, it's a child. But anyways, Priscilla was like, "Oh my God, you were so good at the guitar." And granted, she wasn't bad. She wasn't bad at all for a teenager. And, oh my God, you're so good. You should be like putting this on Instagram and like promoting it. And I was just like laughing so hard because I'm like, dude, do you think that they haven't thought of that? It's funny whenever someone like in their 30s or 40s is like, yo, you should be doing this on social media. It's like, dog, I thought of that already. Don't worry. That was one of the first thoughts was should this be, and I already figured it out, right? So it's one of those things where it's like she either is and it's just like I am, you're just oblivious, which is its own kind of shitty, or you're sitting there and you're just like, yeah, dude, I already had this thought this through, and this isn't a good call. Either way, I think it's very funny. I love that idea of just like being like, yo, you know the most obvious thing in the world, you should do that. There's no way you would have thought of the most obvious thing ever. Sorry, I'm not being hated. I just think it was a very funny interaction. I just it was a very funny interaction. I'm like, dude, of course she's fucking thought of that. You think you're breaking this? You think you're the one that's like, yo, you should do this. I guarantee your mom told her that 10 times fucking today while she was strumming her fucking guitar. It's like, yeah, no shit, dude. Of course she should. Of course she probably is. She'd just be like, yo, what is your instrument? Ask her that. I don't want to because again, she's a child, but still, I don't know. That would just seem to make a lot more logical sense to me, but maybe I'm the crazy person here. Maybe I'm the crazy person here. Who knows? Either way, though, shout out David for directing us and taking us up there, dude. That was a good time. Scylla drove, shout out. Despite how, you know, unstoked I was at parts of the driving. It was all good, dude. It was all good. We're just out here having fun, you know. You guys know what it is. You know how we do it. It really is that simplistic. We just have fun. But yeah, dude, it was a good time. I enjoyed being out there. Um, I always like. Look, this is gonna have some different opinions. I feel very conflicted whenever somebody's like, "Keep it up," right? You know, when like you do a set or something, and someone's like, "Oh my God, that was so good. Keep it up. Don't stop." A little piece of me sits there, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the way to put this because it's like on one hand I do appreciate the sentiment because it's the sentiment of somebody being like, "Hey, you're good at this. You should continue. Like you should continue to pursue this. You have like," and I appreciate that. But also, it's like I don't know. You think I needed you to tell me that? You know? It's like, what do you think? I was gonna quit if you didn't say that, and that's how it feels, right? I know that's not the intention. It's not the intention, but I can't help but sit there and be like, it makes me personally feel as if I'm unable, or you think I'm unable to continue with that. Like, and I know it's not. I know it's not. I know I'm being a psycho. I know I'm being a psycho. I know I'm being a psycho. But I just truly can't. I just truly can't explain, you know? Just like sitting there and being like, oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, what else happened this weekend? What else went down? Man, but yeah, that was, as I said, that was Friday. Saturday was trying to think about it now. That's how you know I didn't do anything is that I just don't remember it at all. Like those are the days that you know were just so inactive. The ones where I'm just sitting there like I don't remember a thing that happened because I didn't do anything. That's legitimately the type of day it was on Saturday. But I don't think that's anything you complain about, dude. I just hung out and like got angry watching sports. You know what I mean? Like it was one of those days where it was like the two soccer games I watched. Each game finished 1-0. Both the Champions League final and Portland's game. I missed both goals due to bullshit. Well, the second one wasn't bullshit. I accidentally fallen like asleep ever so slightly, but that's neither here nor there. What matters is what I think matters is that you know the other one though I had to go help bring shit in the house, which like, I get, but also just like the timing could not have been worse. Yeah, I mean, watch that. Watched Oregon baseball absolutely fucking choke. That was terrific. Oh, 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 not fun. Anyways, though, yeah, man, that was Saturday. Sunday, dude, was a podcast recording type of day, right? So it was up early, get on over to PX's to do the podcast with her and Jorge. We had Leslie Lang in studio this week, as you've probably seen. You probably have, but who gives a shit? Yeah, we did the podcast. It's all good. Man, Jorge was nice enough to get me a ride back here to watch Oregon baseball lose a fucking again, because they suck. And they don't, but I'm just upset still. And then actually maybe I'm totally no, I'm not. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe the soccer game was last night? That might have been last night. It was actually. Damn, damn. That's how messed up on my days I am. That the soccer game was last night. Well, then what was I watching on Saturday night? Oh, who gives a shit? This isn't the time for it. Anyways, my goodness. But yeah, this weekend, a lot of sports watching, some podcast doing, some other laziness. Dude, I'm exhausted. I'm just an exhausted person at this point. What do you want from me? What do you? Why don't you take? Whatever. Whatever. I do what I want. Yeah, man. But in retrospect, gonna do both those mics again Thursday. On Friday, I don't know if I'm gonna do it next weekend, but I would like to do it at some point. It'd be fun. And then, yeah, man. Today, as you know, would normally be the day to go down to Santa Cruz, but headaches got your boy out of the game for today. So instead, I'm just big chilling here instead, doing stuff here. But that's all right. It'll be fine. It'll all be okay. Who's all that concerned about it, anyways? Not high. Besides, there's plenty of stuff to talk about on Monday, like today. He says, trying to vamp and fill time while not wanting to talk about stuff on a Monday, like today. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not all that interested in this mess right now. It's true. Hell yeah, I did. I don't know. I think right now, nice. I don't know. I don't know. By the way, though, you should go check out that Your Worst Neighbors episode. It was a fun podcast to do. Not do, but like listen to. I thought at least very well. It was a little biography filled, which can be a little long at times. But besides that, I don't see much of a major issue by any means. I don't know. Maybe I am crazy. Maybe I am tripping. Like maybe it's not. No, I'm not I'm being fucking facetious. It was a solid podcast. Go check it out. I'm literally posting about it right now on our new episode out now. Those are the words you use to promote things. Yay. Promotion Sam is an interesting Sam. Yep. Adding the mentions now, and then we're done with it, and then I can cut this stupid bad piece of this goddamn dumbass fucking podcast out of here. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not trying to be this antisocial necessarily. I'm just doing things. Why are you doing things right now, Sam? Why don't you focus on your podcast? Because if I don't do it now, I will not remember to do it when it matters. When it matters. So instead, I will do it now, which is now done. Anyways, as we were saying before I so rudely interrupted us on our conversation today. Yeah, man, I can't say it was the most like happening weekend, but it also wasn't like atrocious by any means. And that's good, dude. The most happening weekends are never the weekends that I enjoy. Those are the weekends that suck. I like being able to just like enjoy it. Enjoy that time, enjoy that space. Enjoy that chill, relaxed pace. I don't know. Whenever I start rhyming stuff on the podcast, when you know this is getting stupid. Okay. All right. I get it. We've covered the weekend that was pretty much. We got most of it. I don't know. Is there anything else we need to cover? We're still out of town. Um, I am realizing I'm probably gonna have to clean this bitch before she gets back. And by this bitch, I mean the room. But that's okay. I'll do that tonight, maybe. Who knows? Who the hell knows? Anyhow, yeah, that wraps the weekend that was. Sorry for the consistent delays you will hear throughout this podcast while doing it with a headache. Does not feel great. Occasionally, I need to just take a sip of water, just relax for a minute. But you know, I'm a warrior of this FM dial. If this were on the FM, this is instead on Spotify and many other avenues for listening to podcasts. Yeah. Anyhow, that's what it was. Let's start talking about some stories. So we're gonna start with the NBA finals, and I'm just gonna talk about this for like 5 minutes, 6 minutes maybe. But then we are getting into the what matters from the NBA finals. But first and foremost, the NBA finals, the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets. I believe that they play game 4 tonight. It's literally on right now. You know what? I'm putting it on. Putting on the NBA finals. I guarantee for whatever reason that will be a more productive use of my TV time while doing a podcast, seeing the NBA finals as opposed to old Family Guy episodes. Still Family Guy episodes, I'm just going to sit there and watch it and enjoy it. Whereas, like, with this, I'll just like, I literally turn it on if Family Guy's on TV, like regular TV. Oh, well, fuck me then. I guess that's what we're doing. Who knows? What a funky world, Sam says while flipping through the channels trying to find NBA basketball. We're almost there. Nearly there. We're there. Alrighty. So yes, the NBA Finals, the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets, they are currently at this exact moment playing Game 4 or Game 5, excuse me. Denver leads 3-1. So Denver could be, by the time you hear this podcast come out, Denver could be NBA champions. We could be talking on Friday about how congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. Win it in 5 games. That makes an unfortunate amount of sense. Miami leads at 5-2 early. Missed a bucket, still 5-2. Okay. Anyhow, it's been a good series. Jokic has been fucking unbelievable, as you can imagine. The dude in this series has been just unbelievable. And I think what's most impressive, dude, what a shot. Cardwell Pope. I think what's been most impressive has been how the Nuggets responded right after getting beat. After getting beat by 3 late in Game 2, coming back and winning like by 15 and then by 13. Like they know they're the better team, man. Nikola Jokic is one of the best players in the fucking game. The best player in the game, excuse me. So far in the postseason, dude's averaging 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 9.8 assists per game. This dude can have like a 12, 13 assist night. He's going to have a triple double for the entire playoffs. That's crazy, dude. He's their leader in every category except for like steals of the big five. Of blocks, rebounds, assists, points, and steals. Steals is the only one that he doesn't lead. That's Jamal Murray. Besides that, though, points, rebounds, assists, and fucking blocks, he is owning, dude. Which just tells you how good the NBA is when there are good centers, right? Jokic is the best one. Embiid is fucking right there. But then even after that, you've got dudes that can still play, man. And center-driven basketball is fucking good basketball as far as I'm concerned. Maybe I'm an old man saying all that, but I think it's been good, dude. But yes, Miami's trying to stay alive. Denver's been putting in that work, and frankly, they've been kind of owning them, right? They've been kind of owning them. It's been a lot of, well, for starters, Miami just hasn't shot well every game necessarily. Denver has yet to have a game where they really shoot like atrociously. Game 2 was the worst, but it's still not like absolutely horrific. And the problem with that is the problem that creates for Miami is Miami's gotten to this point by kind of using that zone defense to get teams out of a rhythm and force them to take those outside shots. And they've gotten a strong result against Giannis-less Miami, or not Miami, Milwaukee, New York, and then Boston. They were able to get a favorable result with that tactic. This Denver team, though, man, they can just score the basket. It's what they score the ball. It's what they do. Like it's to the point where like it's difficult to address. It's like if you're just gonna keep making, like if you're just gonna keep knocking on the outside shots, the zone's not gonna do shit for you. Zone's not gonna do shit for you if they're just gonna keep knocking down outside shots, and then you're in real fucking trouble. Like that's what real serious fucking problems look like. They look like playing zone and playing against a 3-point shooting team. Because here's the thing: Jokic can run the offense, or Murray can. Either way, pick and roll nightmare. Also, Jokic can pop, so it's not a guaranteed role. They also have spot up guys like Porter Jr., Cardwell Pope. Ugh, what a nightmare! Nightmare of a matchup. But I don't think anybody's having bigger nightmares right now than the Miami Heat's mascot. So listen to this, you guys. Apparently, I believe it was game four, but let's pull up all of our information here on this one. So in Miami, Florida, former UFC champion Conor McGregor, I think we all know who that is, knocked out the Miami Heat mascot in a mid-game bit that went wrong. Bernie, the understandable name of the mascot for the Heat, more specifically, the man who occupies Bernie's costume. Well, no shit. The fact that we even have to acknowledge that is already ridiculous. But moving on. Briefly sought medical attention Friday night after taking two punches from Conor McGregor during the third quarter stoppage at Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Why? Who in the building was like, yo, you know what we should have our mascot do? Get punched out by a fucking champion. McGregor was there for a promotional gimmick for a pain relief spray and was booed by many in the Miami crowd even before the bit started. The Flame mascot was wearing oversized boxing gloves and a robe akin to a fighter would wear entering the ring for a bout. McGregor hit Bernie with a left hook, knocking him out, and then punched the mascot again on the floor. McGregor tried to spray the mascot with the pain relief product, but several members of the Heat's in-game promotional team dragged Bernie. That is so fucking funny. McGregor's like, oh, I'm gonna knock the bloke out, and I'm gonna, this is a terrible accent. I'm gonna spray him all over with me pound. Oh yeah, let's find this accent a little better. All right, let's come down. Hey, look what we got going here. Look what we got. Look what we have happening. Hold on a minute. Who are we talking? Who are we talking to down here? Oh, I'm Conor McGregor. I can't have you. I can't have you not taking my punches. My punches are gonna land. I have the best punches out of anybody. If anybody knows how to punch people, it's me. I'm just now realizing that McGregor and Trump kind of talk alike, but just in very different voices. Nobody can punch like the champ can. That's why you get your proper 12 in you and you start landing shots. That's exactly what he did, dude. And I love that he's like, yo, I don't know what's the spray. It's not like, I don't know, whatever it is. He's like, yo, I got my pain relief spray. What if I knock out the mascot and then like wake him up by spraying it and it's all better? But like, yo, it's not better. You just knocked out a fool. Dude, that's hilarious. He's like, yo, let me punch this dude. And then, let me punch him and then spray him and he'll get. You didn't even talk about it beforehand. You didn't even be like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna throw a couple shots at you, give you the spray, you're gonna get up. Is that good? Are you ready to take the fall? Like, at least give him the warning, dude. Because here's the thing. You either A, just punched him and knocked him out, which is hilarious in and of itself, but still not ideal. Or B, you hit. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because it's fucking hilarious. Or B, you fucking hit him and knock him over, and the fall knocks him out. Either way, either way, dude, your spray is not helping against CTE, motherfucker. This is crazy. You know how wild a man you got to be to pull that shit off. To be like, I'm gonna punch out a mascot, dude. And I get it. It's not like a mascot's not like the most everyday regular Joe of anybody around. I think that's fair to say, right? Mascots are usually like, I don't want to call them gymnasts, but they're in good shape. They're athletic individuals. They have to be able to do all those flips and all that dancing and shit. Yeah, that's no joke. But since then, since that, like that's it. Like they're athletic. Not fighters, dude. They don't have chins. I've never once seen a dude who wears a mascot costume and I've ever been like, yo, this dude can take punches. Never one ever. And I knew him. Never one ever. Because I like this guy can fight. Not a chance. This guy or gal could fight. Not a dude, how much funnier is it? Dude. Dude. How do you know it's not a woman in there, right? If you're Conor McGregor, how do you know you're not just knocking out a chick? You could totally just be knocking out a chick, dude. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to do. Just show up and punch the like. What's the game plan for the fucking game five? Are they have Francis and Ngannou show up for the fucking for Rocky the Nuggets mascot? The fuck kind of stupid shit are they trying to pull? That's crazy to me that you just be like, go get him, Connor. That's fucking wild. These folks are insane. I do love the story though. Like I love that. Can you imagine Connor waking up in the morning, just like rolling out of bed, just like, oh, I've got my beautiful family, my beautiful wife. I'm gonna go fucking knock out a fucking mascot today. That's crazy. Just eating your Cheerios, going, dude, I'm gonna KO a mascot. No, it probably wasn't even like that, was it? It was probably more like in the moment. He just like thought of it on the spot and be like, oh, this will be a fun little bit. Like, dude, there's no way. That's so funny. It's so funny. You knock out a mascot, you fucking KO a mascot. It's crazy. That's a crazy thing to do. That's a crazy way to live life. The KO mascot life is a wild one. McGregor hasn't fought in the UFC since July 21st, since July of 2021. Dude, who cares? It's still Conor McGregor. Are you out of your mind? Like his last win came in 2020. Who cares, dude? It's still fucking Conor McGregor. That's crazy. Dude, I gotta find more. Dude, so wait, it wasn't just medical care. Like they sent this motherfucker to the ER. Dude, that is crazy. He had to be dragged away. Hold on, let me watch the video of this. It's coming up to him. He just took his head off. He just took his head off. Holy fuck, dude. He literally took its head off. That's crazy. Dude, my favorite part of this video is him noticing. Sorry, you can hear that in the background. My favorite part of the video is him realizing it. Because, like, for a minute, dude, he just saw fists coming at him and they were massive and they were cartoon, but still. So he just, pow, pow, right hook right to the side. And you see the mascot head get floppy, dude. That's crazy. Hits him again once he's hitting him again once he's on the ground. It's just funny. Like, that's just fucking hilarious. That is so funny. Just like, you know what? Let me just get one more in real quick, like just to prove the point, you know? Just to prove that when I say Conor McGregor is gonna be knocking out, I mean Conor McGregor is gonna be knocking people out. Dude, that's so funny. I'm sorry, that is just very funny. The idea of just like a pro fighter just fucking a mascot, dude. I hope mascot's gonna be okay, but still. McGregor stayed for the entirety of the game as he was leaving the Kiss Casey Center. What? Is that Miami Culture Building now? That's stupid. The entourage not long after Denver took it through. Dude, that's so funny. He just rolled out with this squad after KOing the fucking mascot. It's so funny. Dana White blames everyone but Connor. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We got to check this out. I got to hear if there was a quote. Come on, Dana, give me a quote. Dude, I forgot Deontay Wilder did that shit too. Here's what Dana White had to say about it. I saw the Deontay Wilder one too, said White. What's up with mascots wanting to get punched in the face by professional fighters? What do you expect? I mean, what are those mascot things made out of? Unless you're like the Golden Knight mascot. I don't even know what he's wearing, but I assume it's a metal helmet. And I can't have professional fighters punching me in the face if I was a mascot. Doesn't seem like the brightest thing in the world. Dude, Dana's hilarious. Dana's too funny, dude. Just like, why the fuck do all these like there's not some dickhead in marketing who's making him that dude making fucking like what $12 an hour do that shit. It's exactly what it is. You got some dude who's making fucking $12 an hour. You got some marketing dumb fuck who's like, oh, over here, fight Conor McGregor. That couldn't possibly go wrong. Well, guess what, dummy? He did. It did go wrong. Oh well. Maybe his $12 an hour comes with like a decent fucking insurance. Who knows? Hopefully. Hopefully. Because if you have to pay out of pocket because Conor McGregor knocked you out, that's it's pretty fucked up, I have to say. I don't know. I'm not sure that's a world I want to live in. There's some crazy co-pays in that world. Anyhow, what do you all say we get to some oddities? Okay, folks, we ready to do some AP oddities and get out of here? How does that sound? I am all for it. I love some good AP oddities because like it's just oh dude, it's such a good way for us just to talk about funny shit. British man detained after climbing 72-foot floor, 72nd floor of Seoul skyscraper. Damn. Maybe we'll check on that one. Mount Washington, no for extreme weather, records snowiest June. Ugh. Conor McGregor story, we already touched about that. Florida's Mr. Deep resurfaces after recording 100 days living underwater. That can't be awesome for you. Pigs run loose on Metro Highway after semi-truck tips over in Minnesota. Solid. One of two giant ducks in Hong Kong's Victoria Harbor deflated. That's a bummer. Young black bear wanders Washington D.C. neighborhood, sparking a frenzy before being captured. Officers round up hundreds of pigs in an overwhelmed Florida sanctuary. Florida sighting. 20 killer whales off the coast of San Francisco. God damn. Come on, oddities. Give me something funny. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about the giant ducks in Hong Kong first because this is interesting. I think I don't know. So we're out in Hong Kong, dude. Right, and the picture is this lady displaying these two massive blown up rubber ducks. Right, like these are like 3 humans tall or whatever. These big giant rubber ducks. Two giant inflatable ducks have made a splash. They made a splash. That's me laughing at that joke. Two giant inflatable ducks made a splash in Hong Kong's Victoria Harbor on Friday, marking the return of a pop art project that sparked a frenzy in the city a decade ago. All right, so let's see here. Basically, they got two 18-meter tall, 18 meters. Jesus fucking Christ. That's fucking huge, dude. Meters 39 inches. So like roughly 3 feet 3 inches. So 18 of those is gonna be 9 feet. No, what do you think, Harry? 18 times 3. What's 18 times 3? I'm stupid. Help me out here. I don't know. I think my math is correct though. That should be like almost 20 yards, 19, 20 yards tall, dude. That's huge. It's fucking crazy. Anyhow, it's almost look, we're dealing with like a 55 to 60 foot fucking rubber duck. That's all we got to know here. That's a lot. That's a lot of rubber duck. Dutch artist Florentijn Hoffman reassembled the bath toys many played with as a child. Shortly after their launch, dozens of residents and tourists flocked to IKEA. Hoffman hosts the exhibition art brings joy to the city. Double duck, double love. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So apparently this happened before though, back in 2013 in the shopping district of what's called Tsinshatsui. I hope I'm not saying that wrong. Probably am. Had a pair of ducks, and this dude's bringing back ducks. People came and like did paintings of them and like hung out and did stuff. With life returning to normal, we can bring the ducks back. So okay, they brought the ducks back, right? And here's why I'm telling this story. You're probably gonna be like, Sam, who gives a fuck about this art story? But well, I'm bringing it back because there's another story, as I read earlier. One of the two giant ducks in Hong Kong's Victoria Harbor deflated. Wow, wow. One of the two giant inflatable ducks floating in Hong Kong's Victoria Harbor deflated on Saturday, just a day before they were unveiled to revealers. Crowds of residents and tourists flocked in the scorching heat to the promenade near the government headquarters to snap photos of the ducks by Dutch artist something something Hoffman. I don't feel like trying to say that again. But many who arrived in the afternoon found only one duck intact, the other reduced to a puddle of yellow plastic. Whose day did that ruin, though? You know what I mean? You're going to see two giant yellow rubber ducks, and there's only one. Just like, hey, hey, coming to the duckies, not just one. Yeah, I don't think that's anybody, dude. I really don't think that that's a single soul on the planet Earth. I think it's okay. 59 feet tall. Damn, so I was right between 55 and 60 feet. 59 feet tall. So what happened to it? It was decided that the air needed to be immediately released by loosening the seam to avoid any potential risk. Organizers said the staff found one of the ducts was overstretched due to the hot weather, rising air temp pressure. That makes sense. So it was going to explode if they didn't like deflate it. Should have let it explode, dude. That would have been sick. I'd much rather be reading a story about an exploding giant duck right now than a fucking story about some organizers who are responsible. What the fuck? It is funny that it happened during the exhibition period though. Like they were doing like the exhibit. They're like, yo, we gotta half this. We gotta half the excitement out here, boys. It's too much. Let's check in on this British man detained in South Korea. Usually, when you hear a story about somebody from the West being kidnapped in Korea, it's not good. But I feel like this one's a little more fair, give or take a few. You know, a British man was detained after climbing more than halfway up the world's fifth tallest skyscraper in Seoul with only his bare hands on Monday, authorities said. I don't know, dude. I feel like your punishment for that is that you should have to get to the top. You know, you should have to get to the top and then like get your way down. If you can do that, no punishment. There should be no punishment if you do that. But if you fall and you die, your dead relatives get fined for the price it costs to clean up your dumbass and any damages you might have caused. More than 90 emergency police and other personnel were dispatched to 123 story, a 555-meter. Jesus fucking Christ. AP, stop giving me shit meters. I'm dumb. Thank you, Dave, the translation here. 1,820-foot tall Lot World Tower. Damn. After the man was spotted scaling the building on Monday morning, the Seoul Fire Agency said in a statement. Dude, this dude's obviously fucking crazy, and I obviously fucking support his craziness. Um, Frankly, I know they're gonna be like, that could be a danger to people. What if he like falls on somebody? Well, anybody who doesn't move out of the way when they hear, like that means move. I don't know what more you need to have besides that to know you should move, dude. That's all the moving that's all the requirement there should be, dude. If you hear then fucking move, dude. There's only one thing that sound can be. There's only one thing in the world that sound can be, and it's a motherfucker falling from very high up. So if you hear that sound, move. Other than that, you're only worried about property, which I get. That's still a big deal. But like, you know, don't make it illegal on principle. Make it illegal if you fuck something up. If you do this and cause damages, your estate is fined, or your family's or next of kin is fined. Whoever's fined. I think that'd be fair, because because still, dude, I believe we should. I believe in natural selection. I believe in the power of choice. I believe in the universe is going to decide what the universe is going to do, and I respect the universe for it. Frankly, it's one of the things that I appreciate about the universe is that it is pretty damn distinct with its decisions in those type of regards. And I don't appreciate human intervention and such. I think we should be allowing motherfuckers that are stupid enough to fall to their deaths if that's what they're in the mood for. I don't know. And who's to know? Maybe this dude's fucking Spider Man. Maybe this dude just got bit by a South Korean radioactive spider and he's out there testing his powers, and you just threw him in jail before he got an opportunity to do anything. Now Uncle Ben's dead for no reason. There you go, you motherfuckers. You just killed Uncle Ben for no reason. Uncle Ben dead. No fucking reason at all. Zero reason for Uncle Ben to be dead, right? But then also you could make the argument that if Peter didn't help the prisoner by letting him get on the elevator, but if Peter wasn't there, he would have gotten on the elevator anyway. So it's a moot point. Yeah, dude. I think South Korean authorities are responsible for the legacy of Uncle Ben being for naught. Bastards. Be better than this, South Korea. Step your game up. Step your game up. Be ready. That's a foul on Murray. That's Miami, dude. They're trying to. They're fucking. They don't ever not try. Like they try very hard, a lot, which is good. They should. But I'm not gonna sit here like sugarcoat the situation. They're up by 4 right now, but dude, they gotta win 3 straight games. That's tough. Shit, you know what? That might not have really been that much of a foul. It looked like mostly ball. But whatever, who gives a shit? Who cares? It's all good. It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. Okay. It's a couple minutes left in this podcast, man. What should we let's skim through for one more story. We can pull one more out of this. Yeah, dude. Let's chug on the floor to Mr. Deep. Senior Deep. In Key Largo, Florida, the university professor who spent 100 days underwater in scuba diver underwater at a Florida Keys lodge for scuba divers resurfaced Friday and raised his face to the sun for the first time since March 1st. That really should be read in Morgan Freeman voice. A university professor who spent 100 days living underwater at the Florida Keys Lodge for scuba divers resurfaced Friday, raising his face to the sun for the first time since March 1st. I like that. Raising his face to the sun for the first time since March 1st. I appreciate you guys hanging through the shitty accents. This is fun. Dr. Joseph Deturi set a new record for the longest time living underwater without depressurization during his stay at Jules Undersea Lodge, submerged beneath 30 feet of water in Key Largo Lagoon. Damn, that's a lot of fucking. That's crazy, dude. 100 days under 30 feet of water. Diving explorer and medical researcher shattered the previous mark of 73 days, 2 hours, and 34 minutes set by a Tennessee professor in the same lodge in 2014. It was never about the record, Turi said. It was about extending human tolerance for an underwater world and for an isolated, confined, extreme environment. Wasn't that fascinating? Dr. Dupuy is a educator at South Florida with a doctorate in biomedical engineering. Oh, and was a U.S. naval officer. Well, if there was somebody prepared for such a task, it seems as if it was this guy. The Guinness Book of World Records listed him as the record holder on its website after the 74th day underwater last month. The Marine Resource Development Foundation, which owns the lodge, will ask Guinness to clarify the tourist 100-day mark, according to head Ian Koblick. This project was dubbed Project Neptune 100. Was organized by the Makes sense. Neptune's the god of the sea in there for 100 days. During the 3 months and 9 days he spent underwater, the tour conducted daily experiments. Good for him, dude. Plans to present his findings to the Project Neptune 100 at November's World Extreme Medicine Conference in Scotland. Well, good job, Dr. Deturi. That one's to you. And this one is for all of you guys listening in, man. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Let's get into some late plugs out here, and then let's get this done, all right? So, what do we got coming up this week? Today, Monday, again, I would normally be down in Santa Cruz. Not there, but as always, still want to give a shout out to all the great Santa Cruz people. I think it would have been Mac and Brian doing the hosting tonight. So shout out to both of them. I'm sure they're doing an awesome job down there tonight. Tuesday, obviously this podcast will be out, but that night you can come out to Bear Bottle Brewing up in Santa Clara, California. In fact, let's figure out exactly where. Bear Bottle Brewing up on 2520 Augustine Drive, Santa Clara, California. Trivia night there, Tuesday nights. It's going to go from probably 7 to, I would assume, close to 10. It'll be a lot of fun, though, so definitely come by there, check that out. Should be a good time. Damn, what a big shot. It was just hit by Cardwell Pope. Big bucket for Denver. They needed that. They needed not let this one slip. And coming up on Wednesday, man, trying to think about what is happening. Big steal for Denver. Woo, monster jam. Nuggets right back in this one. 39-35. Anyways, you know what happened in this game. It's already over. I don't know why I keep talking about it. But regardless, we are going to be out at Caravan Lounge downtown San Jose. Gonna be there Wednesday night. I think the festivities start at 10. So if you're listening to this and you want to come out, feel free. And then on Thursday, going down to Los Gatos, go to the Cats. I think it was a bar and grill or whatever the deal is, but we're going there for that. It should be a good time. And then after that, you can be sure to catch me also over at My Gypsy Soul that evening. Not sure what we're doing Friday yet, but I'll let you know about that on the podcast. And as usual, you can follow me at Sam Schmidt Comedy. And also you can follow Your Worst Neighbors podcast. I've been doing a lot of work lately, so you should go check that one out. We kind of busy. Me or PX out there. But anyways, man, yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging in there and checking out, dude. I appreciate it. It's gonna be this was a very stitched together podcast, but I appreciate you guys' willingness to roll with the punches. I'm saying you guys as if anybody's listening to it, which is the joke, but it's all good. Anyhow, folks, I appreciate it. I will see you. I don't know what, but I will for sure talk to you later. All of a sudden I got the hiccups, so that sucks, but thank God I'm done with the podcast. Go deal with the hiccups. Adios. Have a good one. Appreciate you guys. One more time, let's run through the list of things going on this week. Bear Bottle Brewing for trivia. That's Tuesday. Mamakin Comedy. That's Tuesday night. Wednesday, Caravan Lounge. That's comedy. Thursday, The Cats, Los Gatos. That's comedy. Thursday, Mamakin. That's San Jose. Not Mamakin. My Gypsy Soul. Thursday, San Jose. Friday, we'll let you know. Saturday, don't fucking talk to me. Sunday, recording a new episode of Your Worst Neighbors and, of course, Foxtail Fermentation Project. Anyways, adios. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good one. Have a awesome week. Do the best you can with it. If you listen this far, you're a saint. No one did, but that's all good. All right. Have a good one. You guys are awesome. Peace out. Later.